a while. Like the Ice Climbers, I always loved playing with. Snake hasn't been in 10 years, so that's cool. But I mean, I feel like the whole presentation was kind of a letdown, especially with, what is it? It's Ridley? Is that the name of the character? Ridley. So, I like, Super Metroid as much as the next guy.
Ridley's been, people have been bucking for Ridley in Smash since Melee.
But, I just don't think of that.
18 years we've been crying for this guy.
I mean, I don't understand how you go into this. Microsoft put on a performance. They showed off a lot. They had a lot of announcements, a lot of big things go down. Sony,
I did like seeing Master Chief for all of 6 seconds.
Right. Even still, it's something. And then you look at Sony.
What do you mean it's something?
It's something.
Nintendo wasn't something?
No.
Well, let's just stick on Smash real quick before we jump off of it. I didn't think Ridley is such a great announcement of a character. Let's get some other characters that we've been waiting for.
But here's the thing. They announced this thing. We all refer to them as clone characters. Like Marth and Lucina, clone characters. Yeah. Same moveset, different types of things. Roy and Marth were also clone characters. Pikachu and Pichu, clone characters. So now that they're actually addressing this situation, they've added Daisy into the game, which is pretty cool. But now that they've done that, that opens the door for so many other clone characters to come into this game.
Yeah,
so many
for the nice price of $1 a character.
$1? Come on.
I'm just saying, it's like, I told you before, you're opening up a can of worms with stuff like that.
Yes, but Nintendo has been characteristically against pay-to-play. Yes, they have it in their games. They have it in, the Fire Emblem game for the phone. They have it in Pokemon Go.
Mario Kart, I remember for the Wii U, you can't even get all the tracks. Even if you beat the game and you get gold and every track, there's still a whole other set of, things you need to download, which really ticks me off because it's shown there. It's like you could see the available tracks, but you have to literally pay to play as Link in Mario Kart.
Right.
There's a whole other 15, 16 levels that you can't even play without paying.
I totally get that, but those were added onto the game after the fact. And when they release a game, they release a full game. Everything that's paid for is just additional stuff that will not help you in the game. Which I think is good. And I'm going to bring up the thing with their mobile games, with Fire Emblem, for instance. The things that you can pay for are completely accessible in the game, and they're accessible at basically the same rate you would get if you paid just a tiny little bit, but if you just waited a day. These are very easily accessible things. You don't have to pay for them. If they were making stuff that you had to pay for, that make the game unplayable without them, it's a different story.
But the whole point is this shouldn't be an issue at all.
Yes, it should be.
But the whole thing is that you announced the game. Super Mario Smash Ultimate's gonna have every character. Super Mario. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Sorry.
You just sounded like my dad.
No, but
get out the Super Mario Smash thing.
I was reading a different paper.
I just gave my dad a wild Boston accent.
But Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is going to have every single character. And then they spent 15 minutes showing you pictures of every character and saying, that character, we got him. We know. You just told us 10 minutes ago we have them all.
Okay.
No, hold on. But my thing is if you're going to make the announcement and then continue to make the same announcement for 15 minutes, that's stupid. Whereas you look to other things where Sony had Spider-Man, they said Spider-Man's going to have unparalleled combat. Let me show you an example of unparalleled combat. Instead, it's like they're giving you examples, whereas we didn't need examples because they told you, hey, we're going to do this. All right, great, you're going to do this. We understand that. That's it? You're just going to show me a picture of every character and then make a big thing showing me pictures of numbers of characters? It's dumb. You look at Microsoft with Fallout. They said, we're going to bring to you a game unlike any other with Fallout multiplayer. Let's take a look at what Fallout multiplayer really entails. And they showed you the mechanics, what's going to happen. We don't know about the mechanics of the Super Smash game yet.
Yes,
it's literally the same exact game.
No, it is not. They're very... I want to say there's slight tweaks to the game, but they make an entire world of difference in how a lot of people have been playing. Now, I am from a competitive Smash Brothers background, so this presentation was fantastic for me, and I'll tell you why. I get what you're saying with, here's an example of this, here's an example of that, but you're not looking at it from the way that a lot of the competitive Smash players were looking at it from. They showed all of the moveset of these particular characters, what's staying and what's not. There were different angle choices that they had to showcase the different moves and the ways they've been tweaked. There were mechanic changes in the game that they showed with these little things where you had to actually watch it over and over again to see how they work. And then every character had their own little time on the screen to show you how different they've become from the previous incarnations and what still works, what doesn't work anymore, and how you should start playing these characters a little bit differently. And then they had the tournament afterwards where they showcased all these eight unbelievable players along with a bunch of other people who were, I think, lottery selected to come in and do a tournament with these guys. And they got to see a whole full Smash Brothers Ultimate tournament using the demo, and it was an unbelievable experience. You got to see the top players who actually helped in developing this game. They were playtesters for Smash Brothers Ultimate throughout the entirety of its creation. So they knew what people wanted. They knew what people needed to have in this game in order for it to be a good competitive game. So you got to see these guys battle it out and show off these characters in all of their glory. And again, the game is susceptible to change. This is only a demo. The game comes out December 7th. You know?
See, the whole thing with me with that, though, is that you can have the best players in the world play test it. You know, I've been a play tester with Blizzard games for a while. I've always, World of Warcraft being the one, I'm always the alphas. I always have to sign the NDAs talking about the alphas. I love playing those games. And the thing is that they're going to make the game they want to make, and they really don't care what the community says, especially Blizzard, a company that they listen to their community pretty violently. They have straight up, I have watched Blizzard developers fight on forums. That's how you know that they pay attention to what you're saying. When you tell a guy on a forum, "Hey, I don't like the way you're doing this," and he says, "Well, I think it looks pretty good," and you go, "No, it's not," and he goes, "Yes, it is." You're fighting with a developer, and they're explaining to you, "This is why we think the way we think." To say that these competitive players are going to help dictate the way this game will go, it's not true. If they say, hey, we're going to make millions and millions of dollars if we make Marth a $1 microtransaction, they're going to make Marth a $1 microtransaction so they can make millions and millions of dollars.
Okay, so they already said something like that. They're not going to
hold on, but it's not. But that's not what I'm. That's not where my main point is. My main point is that they're going to do what's best for their business, and their business isn't competitive players. Competitive players aren't hundreds. There are hundreds of millions of competitive players.
Yes, there are.
Yeah, well, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of casual players that just like playing games to beat the hell out of each other. So that's who they're going to attain to. So it's not that they're going to ignore the competitive community, but if they're told, hey, the competitive community wants this, casual players want that. There are more casual players than competitive players.
But you see, what they have done is they've looked at both of those things, and here's what's good about that. For one-on-one matches, which are the competitive ones, they've added different rules for one-on-ones than there are for casual modes.
Hasn't that always been a thing?
No, it has not.
Haven't you always been able to customize the way you want the battles to go?
But there's actually different ways that characters behave in one-on-one matches versus multiplayer matches. And in one-on-one matches, there are some characters that will automatically face the target. Enemies take more damage, or characters take more damage in one-on-one matches, and they have higher knockback, which is great for competitive. And then if you want to step it down and play casual, you can go into that fun arena and have some fun with it. You know?
Yeah, but they're
pandering to both.
Yeah, but
at the same time.
Yes, but all I'm trying to say is that there is an immense amount of opportunity they have with this game.
Oh, I understand that.
And that they're not going to just attain to one thing. And as well, that sure, we got to see a mini tournament go on with them, but this game is not done. They could change anything. Tomorrow they could say, you know what, we don't like that. Let's make it all just arena based. They could literally do whatever they want.
I know
that. So to say that this game alone is going to win E3 for Nintendo
For me, at least.
Is preposterous. Well, then you're looking at it from a biased perspective. My biased perspective, I'm going to go straight up every time with Bethesda.
Yeah.
Just their portion of it, because I love what Bethesda has to bring to the table. And whenever Rockstar shows up, Rockstar steals the show everywhere they go. But the whole thing is that just objectively, you got what? On our headlines here, we have Smash Ultimate, Fortnite, which is garbage, but whatever, and Mario Party, which is huge. Mario Party is huge.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about Mario Party real quick, because that's a game that I've, spent countless hours playing.
Before Joe and I literally kill each other, let's talk about
But what kind of Mario Party is this? Is it going to be like Mario Party like we know?
No, or this is going to be Mario Party like we know. Like we know back from Mario Party 4.
I mean, we know.
You remember when...
I loved playing those games.
I know, but the whole thing with what?
I said like we know, and you said no, like we know, as if like I didn't play. I played that. Me and my aunt. If my aunt's saying hi,
okay.
We played the hell out of Mario Party 4. We wanted to kill each other. Me and my sister didn't talk to each other for 2.5 months because I stole all of her coins and I totally ruined her. I mean, not coins, her stars. I ruined her.
I almost had a relationship ruined by Mario Party.
It happens. Mario Party is the video game equivalent of Monopoly.
It really is.
You will lose friendships and your family members will hate you.
Oh God, it makes living in a house awkward. Let me tell you.
It does.
But
I want to move out. So is this going to be like that? Or is this going to be like,
no,
here's a bunch of stupid mini games?
No.
Like, what is this?
Mario Parties 9 and 10 were catastrophic failures.
8 was pretty bad as well.
What do you mean 8 was pretty bad?
I did not like 8. I did not like 8. To me, I think, Mario Party 2 and 3 are the all-time greats. I think the first couple of 3 on the GameCube were awesome. I think after that, they were still good, but I think a lot of it just wasn't up to par to the franchise. And I think definitely 9 and 10. 9 and 10
was
stunk.
It was definitely not the strongest in the series, but I enjoyed it.
I didn't even play 9 and 10, so I can't give a fair assessment.
I played 9 once.
Mm-hmm. And I thought hold on, I thought Justin was going to say something really bad there for a second. Never mind, continue.
I played 9 one time, and it was god awful. And then when I saw 10 was just the same thing, I was like, absolutely not.
Yeah, I watched the reviews for both of those, and I said to myself, I have no desire to play this.
No.
But it looks like from this one, which is going to be called Super Mario Party, I like that because it's kind of doing its own thing. It's not saying this is Mario Party 11. It's kind of, revamping the franchise, sort of like the Mortal Kombat series has done from time to time.
Well, kind of like Mario Brothers. There was Mario Brothers, Mario Brothers 2, Mario Brothers 3, and then there was Super Mario Brothers,
And you know what's going to be good about this is that it's coming out in October, it says, right?
Yeah, I'm down
Which is going to be after they have come out fully with Nintendo Online, that online thing for Switch, which I think just started recently. So I'm kind of excited for that, because think about it, if that rolls out and it rolls out well, you could be playing Mario Party with your friends. And you don't have to be in the same room. You could just be literally anywhere playing.
Yeah, I think that I don't like that. I personally think Mario Party is best played when you're in the same room as the people, as I think most video games are better that way, especially, you get to interact, and you got to look someone in the eye when you steal their star.
Yeah!
I mean, come on, where's the threat if you're playing against some kid in Spain? Like, who gives a crap?
Well, I'm talking about between you and your friends, so if, let's say you couldn't make it, if you can't make it for, to hang out or anything, you could just connect with your friends or something. But I think it's pretty cool, because have they had that before in Mario Party?
Not that I know of, no.
So that'd be a pretty cool step
online?
Yeah.
It's what Justin said. I really don't think that... it would be a cool thing, because sometimes friends just don't want to come over, and you have a hankering for Mario Party.
Yeah, or you're sick and you just can't get out of bed or something.
Sometimes you're just like Joe, and you don't have friends. It's
right.
just...
You're trying to beat some pleb online, and you have no idea who it is.
Sometimes it just happens like that,
right.
And I do understand that. It would be an interesting thing, but I don't want to say I love the feeling. It makes me sound like a sadist, but I love being in a room with people.
Sorry, you can say
Mario
you love the
Party.
feeling.
I don't love the feeling.
You love stealing people's stars.
If it's yours, yes. If it's Justin's, yes. Because I know because you guys know what it feels like.
It's another game we can't record us playing.
Yes, we can. We just can't air it.
We tried it once, and we had to stop. Yeah. We actually had to stop it. But right now, by the way, you are listening to Nerdvana right here on the voice of Nassau Community College, 90.3 WHPC. Real quick, I think we should take a quick break so we can all take a second to breathe and see what's going on, smell the roses,
not kill each other.
Beautiful. Yeah, me and Colton need to fresh out our. We need to get these grievances off each other.
Yeah, we gotta go square up.